right. Saturday. Woo! Take me down somewhere where it's warmer, 45 degrees in sunny Florida. Not today. It is a rainy, chilly, yes. I know you're like 45 degrees, Mark. That's not cold at all. No, but it is if you live in Florida. That is cold. Like if you're up north, I got friends up north and it's like, woo, really, really cold. That's why I've been here for 20 years. So listen, I was thinking about, I have to do 2 workouts today. And hey, if you're joining, good morning. Say hello. Good morning. Hey, good morning, Terry. Welcome. Good morning to you. I want to get people involved in this one. Hey, share this video right now as soon as you catch this. This is a good one. This can help you if you are stuck in a battle with your workouts and maybe you don't know what to do or you don't know how to do it, or maybe you're here friends that are struggling. I got this gym membership and I don't know what to do, and I have this and I'm not getting results, all that stuff. I'm going to give you 6 common now. I was writing this down. I got my little yellow pad here just for notes, and I was jotting stuff down like, what are some of the problems people have with workouts? Now, of course, this is like my deal. Like this is what I went to school for, and this is what I work with people on. I've been doing it for almost 30 years. So I have that dialed in pretty good for myself. But I was thinking like, what is, as far as with workouts go, what do most people have trouble with? What are some of the mistakes that happen if you are struggling with, let's just say, skipping your warm-ups and maybe not having a game plan and I wrote them down here so you have, and I hope that drew you in, because maybe one of these things you're finding yourself that you're struggling with, and I want to help you with that right now. But let's go over the workout mistakes. 6. I narrowed it down to 6, although there's a lot more than 6 mistakes. And trust me, all of these mistakes I've made myself. So I want to let you know from personal experience, as well as from experience helping other people, here are 6 common mistakes that most people are probably making. Chances are you're maybe making one of these, and it could be one of the reasons why maybe you're not getting the results you want. Number 1, let's talk about that. Not having a game plan. I would say it's probably the most common mistake is not having a game plan. How many people, even myself in the past, like way back, even with what I know, I've had seasons where I'm just so busy, so much going on, and I just didn't have a game plan. I'm like, oh, Mark, you know what to do. You just as long as you get there, and then you just figure it out along the way, right? And when you don't have a game plan, what happens is it's easy to spend way too much time trying to figure out what to do. And then what happens is when you go the next day, you're going to do the same thing. And it ends up being, I say, overwhelming, just trying to figure out, well, should I do this? Should I do that? It's kind of like winging it, right? And I know 100% of the time, people who wing it with their workouts and have no game plan, there's not one person that I've met, not one single person in the past almost 30 years of doing this that I've met who winged it at the gym, who just had no game plan and got really, really great results. I've never met a single person. Honestly, the people who I've seen, even if you think of, let's just think about this and grab your coffee. Hey, what's in your coffee cup today? Well, I want to know. For me today, I think we got Dunkin' Donuts in here. I didn't go to Dunkin'. I'm in my car. The house is it's a napping house right now. It's kind of quiet. I didn't want to wake my daughter up. My son's at school. But what's in your coffee cup? I want to know. I have what I do is I don't know why, but when it's cold out, I like to have a little cinnamon. So I put a little bit of cinnamon. I have just a little touch of cream and then just regular coffee. So nothing like fancy, but I put it in this. It'll stay nice and warm here. And while I'm talking to you. So, okay, game plan. So you need to have a game plan. Well, where are you going to get your game plan from? Well, you could do it a couple different ways. Your game plan, you can go search the millions and millions of options on the internet and try to figure it out. But you still need to understand, if you're trying to get results based on the goals that you have, what's going to be the best game plan for you. Now, are you going to leave it up to the 20-year-old trainer? You're 56 years old. Are you going to leave it up to the 20-year-old trainer at the gym who doesn't know the season of life that you're in, doesn't understand injuries and is just going to show you around some equipment? Probably not. Again, that's an option for you, but chances are, if you've done that before, where did that end you up? Probably not too good of results. So game plan, what you need to do is to literally discover what is it that you're trying to achieve. Find out the goals. Well, I want to get tight arms. I want to have a flat stomach. I want to get the dimples off my legs. I want to get my body in better shape. I want to have strength for my grandchildren. I want to be able to have enough energy in my day. Whatever that entails, make sure that you dial in what your goals are. And then once you have that, then make a game plan. Well, if it's kind of like, the way I like to think of it is why I don't understand why people don't seek out more help. People just go it on your own, but they don't do that when they're sick or they're hurt or they get an injury. You go to a doctor, right? And the doctor's going to give you your game plan. When I worked in physical therapy, what did they do? The physical therapist wrote out the plan. Hey, you're going to come see me 3 times a week, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to work on this, and then you're going to do this at home. If you have surgery, if you have a knee surgery, if you have a hip replacement, right? If you have spine surgery, if you have a shoulder issue, you go to the doctor, you have surgery, and then they have a game plan. You go to the doctor just for a checkup, and you get on medication. Here's your game plan. It's no different. It's no different when it comes to working out. That's number 1. Let's roll through this. Number 2 is skipping the warm-up. That resonated with me just because it is colder here, and I know some of you guys also live in colder climates. So, if you only have 30 minutes and you're used to just going out and running for 30 minutes, but now it's colder and then you do the same run, chances are you're going to get in trouble. Your results are not going to yield the same because your body's not warmed up. So what you need to realize is your body's muscles need to be warmed up. They need to be prepped. And I'm not talking about static stretching. In fact, if you're still doing static stretching, meaning like holding stretches, like you hold it across here for 10, 9, 8, you reach down to your toes, 10, before a workout, you're in the dark. Like you're in the dark ages pretty much, because static stretching is, while it's not bad, it's not beneficial before your workout. I definitely wouldn't recommend it for warming up. What you want to do for a warm up is to actually get your body moving. Start doing some light movement. In fact, you can do some light calisthenics. Treadmill, ellipticals, any of those things, if you have access to a gym, is good to kind of get, if you're doing, a leg workout, it's good. You can get on a treadmill or a bike to warm up a little bit. If you're using some upper body, an elliptical machine, and you use your arms, you can do some jumping jacks. That sort of thing is great for a warm up. But do yourself a favor. If you have 30, it's kind of crazy. My workouts are about 60 minutes. But I spend a good 10 minutes of that warming up and preparing. I do some foam rolling. I do some dynamic movements, which are like that calisthenic movements. I even do some of the stretches that look like static stretches in dynamic. These are all things that I have learned over the years from formal education and from training and actually working with other people, as well as my own fitness journey. And that's the difference when you have that game plan and you have somebody that can help you. But I'm not here to talk about my program today. I just want to give you some value for you in your workouts specifically, especially for you weekend warriors getting ready maybe to go to the gym. If you're spending an hour in the gym, do yourself a favor. Do not miss the warm-up. Look for things like dynamic warm-ups. Look for things like foam rollers, how to use a foam roller. Soft tissue work is fantastic before a workout. That's number 2. Number three is really straightforward. One of the common mistakes I see is people aren't consistent. You're consistent for 2 weeks. You can't get 2 years worth of results in 2 weeks. Like, that's the thing. And I know a lot of you are trying to lose weight and you're trying to use workouts to lose weight. And to some extent it will, but you could be working out for 20 years and still look the same. I know people around me, neighbors, friends, that have been working out for over a decade and they look exactly the same. It's something that, sorry, I had a little notification come through. They've been working out the same. Now, is it beneficial for them? To some extent, but if they're trying to lose weight and they've been working out for 10 years and they can't lose weight, chances are it's not doing what you want it to do, right? Like, that's the bottom line. Unless you want to stay overweight, that's totally the case. That might be the case, but I don't know anybody that I've talked to that has an excess 30, 40 pounds that wants to keep that weight on their body. In fact, it's only going to make things harder. And one of the things is consistency, whether it's dieting, whether it's exercising, right? Whether it's sleep habits, and we'll get into that in a minute. But consistency is important. Okay, here's the thing that I love about people when they're on a weight loss journey, and I see all of it now coming in, always in January. I lost 20 pounds in this week, and I did this shake, and I did this diet, and everybody gives the praises. Okay, let's give praise when you keep the weight off for the next 2 years. Like, to me, that deserves praise. Why isn't anybody praising for the people that are in shape in their 50s and 60s who haven't put the extra weight on? That should be praised. Or the ones that have taken the weight off who are keeping that weight off. A number of my students that are in my program already shattered their weight loss goals, and now they're being consistent, keeping the weight off. Diana Kelly, hey, she's one of them. Like, being consistent is the key to sustainability, whether it's working out, whether it's eating right, exercising, dieting, and etc. There's nothing better than to come off the weight loss journey and to be consistent in your weight. Wouldn't you agree? Who wouldn't agree? That's something, and trust me, I've struggled with it up and down in the last year, and I'm on a path now. I want to cut down and lose a little bit of weight and get a little bit more tone. Summer's coming, and summer bodies are made in the winter. Can I get an amen there? All right, so being consistent. If you're inconsistent, you're not going to get results. That's the bottom line. That's definitely a common workout mistake. You can work out for 2 weeks every single day, and then if you stop, there's going to be no results that are going to be maintained. Even if you've worked out for 2 years and you stop, what happens is when you stop for, say, a month, you're going to lose those results. If you don't use it, you lose it. All right, we got three more. Oh my gosh, I'm probably going a little too long, but that's all. I hope it helps. Hey, Julie, what's up? Let me say hello to some peeps here. Who's on here? Say hello. Diana, Julie, what's going on? If you catch this on the replay and you find this valuable, I'm realizing I've looked at some past videos, and I know when you share them, it helps me. It helps me get the word out. Again, here, I'm just wanting to provide some value. If you find this helpful, just all I ask in return, one thing, you share it to your page. Get some more eyeballs on it. I hope it helps. We've gone through 3 common workout mistakes. I hope those 3 things, as far as understanding them better and helping you get through those. Now we got 3 more. So, I think we did 4. We did sit in ink. Oh, no. Number 4 is coming up now, is getting too comfortable. So getting too comfortable. I had a conversation with a woman yesterday, and she was everything was dialed in. Nice woman, on the right path, had eating habits dialed in, even the workout, like consistency with workouts, understood healthy eating, even got like allergy tests and all that. Like food testing, just to check on that for inflammation, just kind of see if you can dial it in. But then we got talking about her workouts, and she started to tell me what she was doing, and she was essentially, now it would sound good for the average person, but I was like, okay, well, you're doing some strength training. And I said, what are you doing? She's using kind of like the same weights she's been using. If you're strength training, the goal for strength training is to get stronger. When you get stronger, very, very basic here, very, very basic. Listen up. When you get stronger, the goal is to do exercises and a resistance amount that's going to make you even stronger. Does that make sense? Hey, Elaine, what's going on? Hey, Debbie, appreciate you being on here. Thank you so much. What's up? We got some of our students working hard, crushing it. I see you. Good morning to you. Yeah, so getting comfortable, what happens is you get in a routine, and that routine, although you're like, Mark, you just told me about being consistent. Yes, but if you're wanting to make changes, you're going to have to continually challenge yourself by changing up your routine. Now, this woman was doing strength workouts, but she's like, I'm not getting results that I want. I still have weight to lose. And I'm like, well, you've been doing the same routine. You've been using the same weights. If you got the same 3-pound dumbbells that you've been using for the last 5 years, chances are your body's already adapted if you are consistent. Now, if you're not consistent and do it every once in a while, there's probably a high probability that that's the reason why you're not getting results. But if you've been consistent, then the other reason is because you probably haven't been challenging yourself. And my students, they know when they fall off track, if they're on a plan, they know it's progressed. They know they have that coach that progresses them. Like, that's the beautiful thing of having actually coaching, somebody that knows how to progress you the right way to make sure your path stays clear, but you also get the maximum value for the time you spend. Let's see, when I go to the gym, I don't know about you, but when I go to the gym, I want to make sure that if I'm going to spend an hour in the gym or an hour outside, I want to make sure that I'm getting value from the time I spend. I don't want to waste it. And I know some people get frustrated because they go to the gym or they do a workout at home, they got some hand weights, and they're like, yeah, I'm kind of doing it because I know I need to do it, but I'm not really improving. I'm not really getting any better, right? And the bottom line is your body's too comfortable. Your body is adapted. There's a principle called the SAID principle, SAID. It's specific adaptations for induced demands. So in other words, your body adapts. It starts to get stronger. It asks for more muscle. Your muscle grows and gets better when there's a demand on it. But it's, if you've been like, I hear people tell me, Mark, like I used to be able to walk, I ran 3 miles and I could get the weight off and it doesn't happen anymore. And I've been running for a while. Yeah, because your body's adapted to it. It's pretty simple, right? It's pretty simple, right? The goal is for your body to get efficient at what it's doing. Like when you do any activity, you want to get more efficient at it, right? Like our heart, we do cardio. When you are jogging at, say, 3 miles and jogging at whatever pace, you know, maybe you're doing a 10-minute mile pace jogging or 8-minute, whatever it is, and you do that for a while, it's going to get easier. Like, because your body's getting more efficient. It's the same thing with muscles. All right, I'm not going to get into detail. I'm very geeked out on that kind of stuff. I love it. I've been training in it, using it. It's helped so much, but you have to challenge your body if you want to change it. It's the bottom line, right? Number 5, we got 2 more. Okay, number 5, skimping on fluids and fuel. I hear this and see this all the time. In fact, I really struggle. I'll be the first to admit I struggle in the winter time. I really struggle in the winter time. Let me just put on here. I'm getting a little cold here. Sorry. It's cold in the, believe it or not, it's 45. Yes. And I'm a little cold, but I have flip flops on. So I don't know what I was thinking there, but I would say is in the winter time, I struggle with drinking enough water. I tend to want more coffee. Does that make sense? I don't know if you're the only one out there, but if you like coffee, you probably like more coffee in the wintertime when it's cold, right? It just feels good. It's comfortable, right? But drinking water for me is definitely harder than it is in the summer where I'm sweating more. But I do know one of the mistakes people are doing with workouts is not drinking enough water. If you're waiting till you're thirsty to drink water to like make sure you're hydrated, it's too late. You're already dehydrated. An easy way to just kind of test that is when you go to the bathroom and your urine, the color of your urine is really, really dark yellow. If it's clear, you know you're pretty well hydrated. But if it's dark yellow and it maybe has an odor to it, chances are you're probably dehydrated. Also, if you're thirsty, if you're just waiting to drink when you're thirsty, you're probably also dehydrated, just to keep that in mind. So you want to be drinking adequate amounts of water. That's one of the big parts of my coaching program. It is, believe it or not, it actually solves so many things, and just people just underestimate the importance of fluids in our body. It really will help with your workouts. It'll help your muscles stay hydrated, help them working properly, et cetera, et cetera. Fuel is the same thing. Like fuel, I know people talk about fasted cardio and all this kind of gimmicky, nonsensy stuff, and going wrong, it's a tactic. It'll help, kind of like intermittent fasting I was talking about in my group. Somebody was asking a question about that. I'm going to do a whole blown out training on it. But skimping out on fuel, if you like, here's the thing. How are your workouts going to fare? How well are you going to have a workout if you don't have fuel in the body? It's like, how well is your car going to drive if you don't have gas in the tank, right? So it doesn't mean you have to stuff your face with food, because you don't want to go to the gym or work out with a full stomach, but having some fuel in your body is definitely going to be helpful. And you're like, oh, no, but I want to go work out so I can burn the fat. If you go into your mind and into the gyms and into your workouts that you're going to go burn off what you did the night before, it's a completely disastrous way to think about exercise. There was a young person a while back who told me that for every piece of food they put in their mouth, and that's a relationship with food type of issue that I'm not going to talk about right now, but every piece of food and every calorie they took in, they went and did exercise to burn that many calories out. And that's a terrible way to go about losing weight. So if you're using exercise as the method for you to lose weight and saying, well, if I just go and burn 1,000 calories, then I can drink 1,000 calories tonight at the bar, or I can eat the cake and blah, blah, blah. It's a terrible way to go about it. It never works for anybody. Trust me, it does not work. Most of the calories that are burned in your body are from your body's just internal mechanism of needing to use it for energy, to move and to speak and to walk and to talk and to think. That's what most of your calories are being utilized for in the day, right? Okay, that's called your BMR, basal metabolic rate. So let's not get into that. Number 6, last and not least, I've been on here 20 minutes. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Not getting enough sleep. Out of all the things, and you warm up right, and you are consistent, and you have a game plan, and you have a great workout, and you have your body fluids are all dialed in, and your nutrition's dialed in, and you're challenging yourself, but you're not getting enough sleep, and you're finding yourself maybe up and down all night long, and you're having challenges with that, that's going to get in the way. It's definitely a mistake, a common mistake I see. People that work out really hard, they're like type A'ers. They work out, work out hard, and then they don't sleep well, and they're wondering why their results are limited. And it's partly because of that. It's partly because that their bodies are not recovered. You see, the best time for your muscles and your bodies to get like all of that tone and definition and the flat stomach, as far as when we're talking about the muscles in the body, that's what happens when you're sleeping. It doesn't happen when you're working out. You're breaking down the muscles when you're working out. When you're sleeping, you're recovering them, and that's when they get a chance to grow and get better and improve. Like your body recovers fast. Recovery is, especially as you get more and more in tune with your body and get in better shape, and you get off the weight loss journey. If you're wondering why, well, I got all the weight off and now I want to get my body even toned or more defined, and you're finding yourself that your sleep habits are kind of all over the place, those need to be dialed in. How do you do that? Well, I know a big factor for people is they're not shutting down shop early enough at night. They're watching shows or scrolling through. They're doing the social media thing. They're sucked in, glued into the news, glued into TV, and kind of allowing themselves. Now, I'm not saying if you're a night owl, you're a night owl and you might not be able to do that. But it doesn't mean, even if you're a night owl and go to bed at 1 a.m, you still need 7 hours of sleep, 6 to 8 hours. I don't care if you think you're Superman and you think, hey, I'll sleep when I'm dead. You're going to be dead quicker, and you'll have plenty of time to sleep then. But chances are, with regard to your results and your workouts, getting enough sleep is going to very much help you. One of the biggest things I've found from my results is when I work out and I have a plan and I'm consistent, I need to sleep. Like my body is asking me, my body is pleading with me to get the sleep. And if you think, oh, well, I have too much to do and there's not enough time in the day, there is. That's another whole conversation. And you can figure out how much time you have in the day by simply looking at it, like sitting down and writing out what you do in the week and where you spend your time. And you will find gaps in your day. I guarantee you there's not one person that I've met that tells me they're too busy and they don't have any time. But if you have time to watch this 20-minute video, you have time in the day to do what you need to get the results that you want from the body that you know you have the potential to have, no matter what age or season of life you're in. This is the year I will turn a corner and hit 50. I am planning, and I share this now, and if you've been following me or continue to follow me, and thank you if you do, I appreciate it. All I ask in return is that you share this. If this was valuable, maybe you share this to a page. Look, you could watch the news and get all doom and gloom and waste an hour of your time, or you can get some valuable help from a coach who's been doing this for a long time who wants to help more of you. I want to help more of you succeed. There's a journey to pursue in the near future. Today, tomorrow, the next month, the next year, this coming year here, 2022, right? There is a journey you're going to pursue. Right? Regardless, time is going to still go by. You're going to wake up, hopefully, and have another day. Do you want to pursue it getting results from your workouts? Do you want to pursue it just getting results from the time and effort and energy you spend? Or do you want to just let things happen as they will? I'm not looking for those of you who are just kind of, yeah, you know what it is. Life, I'm as old as I am. I'm going to be the weight I am for the rest of my life. That's up to you. But I'm looking for the other person who's like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. I'm 57. I've been up and down on the yo-yo roller coaster ride. I've gone to gyms. I've wasted more money in gyms. I've done the diets. In fact, Mark, as I'm listening to you speak right now, I'm on one. I'm taking the little pills, the fat burner pills. Nobody knows about it. I'm doing the wraps, and I've done the cleanses. In fact, I'm on a cleanse right now. And that's going to clear me out. And I know, Mark, I know what I need to do. I know how to eat. And I know people say they know what to do. But the problem isn't knowing. You don't need more information. You need more action. You need to take imperfect action. You need to fail a bunch of times. Honestly, the best students in my program that have gotten the clarity and finally the support and accountability that they need and the direction and the path to beyond to make it as simple as possible. The reason why they're succeeding is because they've failed in the past many, many times. The reason why I'm here to tell you you can be successful is I failed many, many times. But what happens is there's two directions. Keep failing, keep making the same mistakes, or learn from your mistakes and realize that didn't serve me or my body well, and I'm going to try a different approach. Maybe trying to do intermittent fasting, trying to do keto, trying to do those pills in my tongue, trying to do the metabolic, trying to do all these things that I know in my mind are not going to serve me well, are not going to be the solution. Maybe it's time to take a different approach. And I hope this helped. Anyway, take care. 20 minutes. We were waiting for the rain to pass so we could go do our walk. I think it's safe to say the rain is over us and we got to get our first. And my wife, just so you know, I'm doing 75 hard. Again, I'm not promoting this. It's just something that I'm doing, leveling up with my coach. It's very, very challenging. It's very, very hard. I would not recommend it for the beginner. It is hard, but I'm challenging myself. I know that if I want to get better, if I want to improve, I need to step out of my comfort zone. And it's exactly what I'm doing. In fact, last night I came home from my parents and it was about 8 o'clock and I don't go to the gym late. I just am not that guy. And I had to get my second workout in. I made a commitment to myself. I made a commitment to my coach and I did my second workout. And it was actually a really great workout. I was very proud of myself. And you should be too. If you're pursuing your best. If you're not, what are you waiting for? It's time. Time is going by. It's kind of like the hourglass. If you think your life in a big giant hourglass and however many years you have or God's going to give to you, how do you want to spend the rest of your life? Do you want to be kind of mediocre or kind of stuck or struggling on a weight loss journey that you know you could potentially get off if you had the right help? So anyway, take care. I got to roll. Wife's waiting for me. We got to get the dog walked. And I hope you have an amazing, blessed Saturday. And if you appreciate it and enjoyed this, just share it with others. Talk to you soon. Take care. God bless.